Continue recording.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
We got a call just basically that you were just recording vehicles throughout I guess that we're driving around the IBC.
Okay, what happened?
I'm sorry?
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
It was just that we had received a call that you were recording vehicles while they were passing by the IBC.
Okay.
Are you from the area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an ID on you? Just let this much know that I'm in contact with you.
This is a consensual encounter?
No, we actually got a call.
How come it's not consensual?
Well, because we had parties that were asking for me to check out with you.
Is there a crime being broken?
No, there isn't.
So it's consensual.
Alright, pay attention. The camera is live, and what unfolds here is a tense face-off between a calm, informed citizen and officers clearly uncomfortable with accountability. It begins quietly. He's recording vehicles near a bank, doing nothing illegal, causing no disruption. Then patrol cars arrive, citing a vague call that leads nowhere, no report, no complainant, no violation of law, only assumptions. That's the moment the tone shifts, authority is tested, and a simple situation turns into a pressure move driven by control rather than facts.
Well, it's not consensual because if it was consensual, then that would be just me making contact with you without me being just dispatched to you.
Well, since there's not a crime, then you have no investigation, right?
Well, no, it isn't. That's the reason why I'm here. I didn't know that you were standing behind the IBC bank.
The suspicion of crime?
No, it's not.
So you have no reason to be here, right?
No, I do. I'm advising you that I got a call.
Oh, okay. So I think what you do is make contact with them then.
No, because I don't know.
Oh. So
Yeah.
you just got an anonymous call.
Yeah, just
All
that's
right.
just this.
Okay. Well, I don't really give ID.
Well, you're required to right now because obviously I got a call. It's not a consensual encounter.
I'm only required to give ID. I believe it's 3802 Penal Code. I'm only required to give ID if I'm lawfully arrested. I'm not lawfully arrested.
Well, no. That's obviously, if you're arrested, then yes,
Right.
obviously you're required to give your information. But what I'm trying to make you understand is this isn't a casual encounter. I just didn't drive by here and just say, hey, okay, let me check out this guy. That's not what happened.
Okay, so
I didn't know that you were out here.
you're right.
Okay.
So in terms of your investigation was a suspicious person.
Yeah, that's how the call came. And obviously, you're not doing anything wrong. I mean, I can see that you're just standing here with your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not. You know what I mean?
So
and
why
you're not
would
in any trouble.
I mean? I wouldn't know that. If I surrender my Fourth Amendment, I could be wanted.
Alright, lock in. The camera is already rolling, and what you're about to witness is a sharp confrontation between a well-informed citizen and officers who bristle at being challenged. It starts calmly. He's simply recording vehicles near a bank, no crime, no disruption, nothing out of bounds. Then law enforcement arrives, citing a supposed call that leads nowhere, no formal report, no witnesses, no law violated, only suspicion driving the encounter.
Then I'd be surrender of Fourth Amendment, then I could be in trouble.
In trouble for what?
I'm just saying, in hypothetical scenarios, we watch cops all the time, right? It still comes on TV. When someone surrenders their Fourth Amendment, such as their ID, you guys run that through NCIS, and then you go, or ASIS, and you run their system, their information is look for warrants. So now they surrender their Fourth Amendment, then they're subject to arrest.
Okay, so do you understand the reason why I'm here?
Yeah,
I totally understand that, but that would be like in a whole different circumstance, right? This isn't a traffic stop or anything like that, and it's not a casual encounter.
Mhm.
You can just provide me information. We did get a call that you were out here recording vehicles. Again, you're not committing any crime.
Mhm.
The only thing is that I got dispatched here.
Okay. No rings. You're not married?
No,
Why not?
no need to be.
No need to be? Oh, wow. Woo.
If you don't mind, I'll be out of your hair. It's kind of hot out here, and you can continue.
It's a good shade. Look at this shade tree. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot assist you with your investigation. That's not my job. I'm not going to do that. So even identifying me would be assisting you with your investigation.
Well, the thing is that I don't know you personally.
You're not supposed to. I'm a private citizen.
Yeah, of course. So
Right.
what I'm saying is I got dispatched here.
Well, you got to
So
know.
it's not a consensual encounter, right? You do have to identify, is what I'm saying.
Now the tension spikes. The officer declares it's not a voluntary interaction, but without a crime, the law says otherwise. The man pushes back calmly and asks the only question that matters: has any law been broken? She admits there hasn't. So why remain? Control. When citizens understand their rights, authority is sometimes reshaped to justify staying put. He doesn't flinch, doesn't back down, and doesn't give up his Fourth Amendment protections, and that's exactly how it's done.
I don't have to identify.
Because it isn't
How long you been officer?
A few years.
Few years. You know, I got a question. This is hypothetical speaking. This is not, I'm not insinuating nothing. This is a hypothetical conversation. When officers encounter a member of the public, and a member of the public explains to them their rights. Okay.
I can hear you. I can multitask.
Okay. Name?
How's it going, bro? Officer Mundia,
Badge number?
746.
747. What was your badge number? 747. Okay, just like a hypothetical question. I'm not insinuating nothing, but when officers encounter a member of the public and the member of the public state their rights or a penal code, why do officers never think that they're police? Is it because there's a code of conduct that's if you're a police, you wouldn't do this? If you're a police, you wouldn't be out here with a camera doing what you're doing. Is that like an internal thought process?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know.
Wow. So no one. So when I rewind this and play this, you're saying I gave an incomplete sentence?
That's not what I'm saying, sir.
Well, then why don't you know what I'm talking about?
So right now we're obviously you're going off topic, right?
I'm supposed to because you have no reason to be here.
I do. I just explained that to you. We got a phone call, right? It's just somebody concerned. That's all it is, right?
And now you're here.
And now I'm here. So it's not a consensual encounter, like I mentioned. I just didn't drive by here and decide to talk.
And then comes the predictable play, show me your ID. The officer insists it's mandatory because of a call, wrong again. Under Texas Penal Code 38.02, identification is required only during a lawful detention or arrest, and neither exists here. He states it clearly, he's not detained, not under arrest. The response falters. They pivot, labeling it an investigation, but without reasonable suspicion, that label means nothing. What's happening isn't procedure, it's pressure, authority dressed up as process. He recognizes it instantly, calls it out without hesitation, and exposes the tactic for exactly what it is.
You did.
I did. I actually got here. So
It's a little too loud for us to just roll by and talk to people.
we just came into shift anyway, so
Well, the reason I say you did is because no one gave you a citation of a law being broken or a policy being broken. Therefore, for you to drive past and observe, you observe the suspicious person, which is me. You see no crime. You was given no crime.
no.
And you observe the suspicious person, which is me. And since you observed the suspicious person,
Yeah, I got you. No,
hey, y'all body cameras rolling?
yeah.
Okay.
Like she just finished explaining to you, we just got a call, right? You know, so whenever we get a call, you know, you're matching descriptions, we just, you know, come say what's up, right? Make sure you're good. You know what I mean?
But listen, I want to have a lower level conversation real quick. This is my hypothetical question. Why is it that when officers are called to the scene, even if it's not a crime, like what I'm doing right now, why is it that when you engage with a member of the public, when the member of the public state their rights, and if I state penal code, if I state case law, why is it that police officers never think, is he a police officer? It's almost like you guys be like, he's not a lawyer, he's not a police officer, whatever.
As more units pull in, the cracks show immediately. One officer says ID isn't required, another insists it is, proof they're guessing, not applying the law. That's when he flips the script and starts asking the questions, calm but relentless, sharp and precise. He lays it out plainly, surrendering rights means being checked, documented, and exposed to consequences that shouldn't exist in the first place. They try to deny it, but anyone paying attention knows the reality. He isn't escalating, isn't baiting, isn't posturing. He's revealing the process by forcing it into the open, and that exposure is exactly what makes them uncomfortable.
Why is it that type of like posture?
Yeah. No, I mean, we listen to people, right? It's a part of our job, you know, every single day. When people are right, people are right. I tell them, like, hey, you're right. You know what I mean?
Okay, now watch this. Is this a consensual encounter?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Just because it's a call for service.
Right, because it's a call for service.
Yeah.
But when it's a call for service, you guys are here to enforce the law.
Not necessarily.
Then what else do you enforce?
So like reasonable suspicion, right?
What's reasonable?
Reasonable?
That's articulable reason
This is what a
suspicion.
reasonable person would believe. You know what I mean?
If they had a penal code reason,
It's in the penal code.
it says articulable suspicion that a crime is being committed or about to be committed.
I don't know the definition textbook off my head, right? But reasonable suspicion, probable cause, they're all different levels.
Right.
But like I said, call for service, usually just reasonable suspicion. You know what I mean? It's not probable cause, right? Like, it's not
Right.
probable cause.
So there's no problem cost me the ID. But that's not what she's saying. We're still here because she's saying I have to ID.
Oh, that's my fault, right?
No.
Officer in charge, right?
Yeah, she's officer in charge,
Yeah.
but you still have a duty to correct any erroneous mistakes.
Yeah.
So right. So
I don't see any mistakes going on here. Right?
you just said I don't have the ID. I just told you she said I have to. Now you say you don't see a mistake.
Well, that's her call. Maybe she sees something that I don't.
I don't know what to call you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. How you doing?
You're gonna be good if we leave.
Yeah.
Look, like I mentioned before, you're not committing a crime,
Uh-huh.
right? And
Right.
you're obviously aware of that, right?
Right.
You obviously got concerned citizens. You're reporting, right?
But no,
So-
you're nice. But my thing is this. When a member of the public engages with law enforcement, we should be able to give our understanding also in such a way to you guys shouldn't be in a hurry.
This is where it shines. He challenges their grasp of the law and flips the assumption on its head, asking why someone who cites statutes is automatically treated as suspicious instead of informed or professionally trained. They stall. He never raises his voice, he controls the frame. The officers fall back on vague, concern explanations, but by this point their authority is unraveling. Each statement clashes with the last, and step by step he corners them into admitting the truth. No crime, no violation, nothing concrete, just a call with no substance behind it.
Because if there was a real investigation, if I was breaking the law, you guys would take your time to detail a police report, what they call them, witnesses. You guys would take your time to get a full report.
Yeah, sometimes our hands are limited, right? Like I mentioned earlier, it was just a concerned citizen, so we don't have any information to go based on.
Right. I know that, but I'm saying, like, since you don't have that,
We don't, and so that the call came out,
Mhm.
matching your description. You're obviously holding a camera, and you're
Right.
recording, so that's all we have. That's all we have to work on right now. So that's why I'm making contact with you right now.
But for future reference, I just want you to know that is not enough to ID someone.
Okay.
And I think you know that. I think you probably got to update it.
It just
I think
it makes it easier, right? And like I mentioned, you're not in any trouble, like you had mentioned.
Mhm.
I'm trying to make contact with you.
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm doing my job.
No, you are. But see,
Right.
part of your job is to enforce accurate law. If you're misinterpreting the law, now you're violating someone's rights unknowingly. You can do it knowingly or unknowingly. Like this gentleman. When you went to the car, he said, I did not have to ID. That's counterproductive to what you said. So then when I told the gentleman, well, tell her that. Then he said, well, it's not my stop. See, now we have a difference of understanding here. We got two law officers saying two different things. That is a problem. You should be on the same page. And then he said he doesn't know the exact penal code verbiage, articulable suspicion. That's another bad thing because you have.
Then they pivot again, this time hiding behind the phrase reasonable suspicion, but they can't explain what it actually means. He can. Calmly and precisely, he cites the standard, specific, articulable facts that indicate a crime has occurred or is about to occur, and makes it clear that none of those elements exist here. He challenges them word for word, forcing the issue into the open. One officer openly admits he doesn't even know the full definition, a chilling admission from someone tasked with enforcing the law. That's the moment it lands, authority without understanding. The man doesn't ease off, doesn't fill the silence, doesn't rescue them from it. He keeps the pressure steady, exposes the gap between power and knowledge, and lets the truth speak for itself.